welcome to the Above Average Podcast, the only refuge for the slightly above average. And speaking of slightly above average experiences, Tanim, the X is back.
Yeah, how'd your kids? How'd your wife?
The CNE has returned. After a 2-year COVID-related hiatus, the X is back. I don't know what everyone who works for the X has been doing these past few years, but it's good to have them back.
Yeah, I think this year too they didn't hire any official safety individuals, so like that to like privately hire some people. So
That's very
a lot of people didn't want to go on the rides.
Yeah, hooray! I didn't go on any rides this year. It's too fucking crowded. Like you and I both went on Saturday night. I have a Wonderland seasons pass, so like the novelty is a little lost. I still want to do it because like Wonderland has big fancy rides and all, but you just can't substitute the feeling of like genuine danger to your life that CNE rides give you.
Yeah,
you really need to like. It doesn't matter that like the rides at Wonderland are like 200 feet taller. Like if you think the straps are gonna break, then like you can't really substitute that feeling. There's like the feeling of safety at Wonderland is just like slightly oppressive. So yeah. So anyway, we have a whole not really a list, but like a series of do's and don'ts based on our experiences at the X this year.
should you attend?
Which like meh. No, yeah, but it's one of those things. It's like you kind of you feel like you have to do it, otherwise summer's not complete. Like it's the thing you do on like the last weekend or second last weekend of summer.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
like,
most people just like go away for a long weekend.
I mean, yeah, that's true. It's the thing you do on the second last weekend of summer,
which we did.
Yes, that's what we did. That's the thing you do. And if you do your summer any other way, you're wrong. You probably like buy $100 worth of junk food and stay home.
It's probably best that you don't spend that much money and do something else.
Okay, yeah, but so for my lovely audience, I've been to the X a few years. I've always been so broke that like I'm just like, fuck that. I'm not paying $8 for a pogo. And so I've never really like eaten any of the crazy shit they have there. But this year I did. This year I ate all of the X classics. All of them.
They got you this year.
They got me. Well, I wouldn't say they got me. Well, they did. But like, I am a very willing mark this time. Like this was entirely by choice. Like I wanted this. I felt like I had been missing out the whole time. Like sometimes like deep in the back recesses of my mind, I did feel left out. Like I thought like, okay, maybe I do want to pay $20 for a turkey leg. You ever do that?
Not $20, but seems like you did.
Yes. So the first don't of my informal haphazard list: don't get the fucking turkey legs. So pretty delicious. Nice. And did make me feel like a medieval barbarian, and that was fun. And it tasted like ham. But turkey is a bullshit meat, as we all know. Like anytime you're eating turkey, you could be eating something else and it would be better. Except like Thanksgiving related stuff. Yeah, no, it's not like $25 is how much a whole turkey costs. That's not how much a turkey leg is supposed to cost. Like I get that it's the X and like prices are inflated because you're locked inside, but no. $25 is not how much that fucking turkey leg is worth. Also, it's like, how like turkey legs have like all those tendons in them?
Yeah.
Like, and you can't really eat them and it makes it hard to eat. Yeah, they got those. Like the smoking process does not get rid of those. I don't know if you knew. I don't know why I expected that a little bit. I just figured like for $25 they'd like remove all the tendons or something. I don't know. I don't think you can do that unless you like just fuck the turkey leg. Maybe a turkey thigh would be better. I would pay $25 for a turkey thigh. Anyway, don't buy the turkey thigh. there was no line because it's such a ripoff. So I feel like we should balance that out with a food that is worth it. You eat anything worth it?
Yeah, the $5 waffle ice cream was good, worth it. Definitely cools
Oh,
down
that's good.
during that hot sun if you get there during the day. But yeah,
Yeah. That is another one of my always missed CNE foods. Like I never really got it. I was like, what the fuck is this waffle thing? Because I didn't grow up in Toronto. We have like Ottawa had a version of the X, but like I don't think we had those waffle sandwiches. I don't know. I just never remember seeing them there, but they're pretty good. They're like the waffle is hot, the ice cream is delicious. Yeah, pretty good. I might get it again. I'm a very big believer in the superiority of the candy apple as far as X treats go. But like, I never eat them there. I always like refrigerate it and eat it the next day because I've like, I cannot eat fucking candy apples because I'll chip my teeth. So I just like get like a big fucking cleaver and like slice it into pieces like a
nice.
child. So yeah, no, the waffle ice cream sandwiches, those are pretty good. Pogos. Oh yeah, so as a substitute for
Pogos.
for the turkey legs, get the fucking foot long pogo. It's probably the same amount of meat. I mean, if you count hot dogs as meat, but yeah, they're like you can get regular pogos and they taste about the same, but it's not a foot long. You can't really, as far as I know, you can't buy a foot long pogo like just at the grocery store.
How much are
So
those?
yeah, do that. I think they're like $8, which is not like
Too
ideal,
bad.
obviously, but like
Yeah,
you know, it is like a foot of meat. Like
and bread.
yeah, well, cornbread. Actually, I don't think that qualifies as bread. Like, okay, what define bread?
It's still I would define that as bread, cornbread.
No, because like, okay, I feel like I feel okay. Wait, so I feel like a bread has to be like leaven in some way, like through like yeast or soda or something.
I mean, if they baked that bread without the hot dog, it would have risen.
But they don't. They fry it.
Right.
And also, and it wouldn't because it's just like corn flour. Like I'm pretty sure like it doesn't have baking soda in it or anything. Like if you added baking soda, sure, but like I don't think that's no that I call bullshit on your statement. That does not fucking count.
You don't know what's in their batter.
I mean, okay, fair. I will concede to that. But all right, we are looking up the dictionary definition of bread. Internet, solve this. Bread. Okay, so bread is a staple food prepared from a dough of flour and water, usually by baking. Bread may be leavened. Okay, so
So it
there
is a
can be
bread.
like leavened bread. Oh wait, oh man, my Jewish family is gonna kill me because you eat non unleavened bread like before Passover. Like you're not
For
supposed to eat like
shame.
leavened bread, so you can have like yeah, no, never mind. And I guess I mean, I don't like to call that bullshit bread because it those like those little fucking toast things, like those crackers, those they taste like fucking Catholic communion wafers, which taste like styrofoam. Like they're
Good to
just
know. Never
ugh.
tasted one.
All religious bread is fucking bullshit. Like there's no good religious bread. Prove me wrong, Hinduism and or Islam. If you have a
No.
religion bread, that's good. No, no
No.
halal religious bread. Nope. Okay, yep. No good religious bread. I stand by my statement. Fuck that. Ugh. Anyway, so Wikipedia says usually by prepared by baking. So I don't think fried bread counts as bread. Like fried dough doesn't count as bread.
But it was
So
good,
no.
wasn't it?
What were we
Pogo.
talking about? Right, the fucking corn, like the hush puppy bullshit. Yeah, hush puppies aren't bread. If Wikipedia says they're
This is like half the pod.
oh yeah, no, it's a batter. It's made of a batter, not a dough. Not the same thing. Get fucked. It's not
You heard it
bread.
here first.
Even though it's called breaded sometimes. But yeah, no, that is not breaded. Pogos are not. Pogo batter is not bread. End of discussion. You eat any novelty food while you were there? I want to do like a whole thing on novelty
Like
food.
what? Like cotton candy and
No, no, no,
shit.
no, not like I stuck to the classics and like the the like I got candy apples, the ice cream waffles. I got a blooming onion. Blooming onions are fucking fantastic. Like
Yeah, they're good
superior to the onion ring.
if you can wait those
Uh,
lines.
the line was not as bad as like Tiny Tom's Donuts or
That was the worst
something.
line.
Like it's their fucking donut factory shit. Like if they made a lot of different donuts and then like fried them all in one big deep fryer, that would be okay. But they have this like little thing that drips the fucking donuts one at a time, like and goes through like a ring of deep fry. Like there needs to be a more efficient way of doing that. Like they need like a funnel cake type thing where like you have like a gun that shoots like dough balls into the deep
Yeah,
fryer.
Tiny Tom, step it up.
Yes, get a fucking dough gun like the what do you call them? Like the funnel cake people. Except like make them donut shape. Obviously, yeah, put it in the deep fryer, cover it with cinnamon sugar and shit. It's very delicious. So I love you, Tiny Toms. But why do you hate me so? Why do you make me wait in those lines? But blooming onion, very superior to the onion ring. The onion sections are thicker. They have a better texture. It's a little bit firm. I like it better than the standard onion ring. I'm a believer now. So yeah, blooming onion very superior.
How
Um,
much is a blooming onion
I have
nowadays?
no fucking idea. I did not look when I bought it. I feel like it's like somewhere between $12 and $16.
All right.
So like fine for the X. And you can also get it like loaded, which I think just means covered with cheese. I did not do that, but
It's a little overkill.
I mean, isn't that what the X is for, though?
Not everything should be overkill.
I mean, I can't really say anything. I went on a CNE diet. Like the only thing I ate that day was CNE food. So
Not good.
I'm surprisingly fine. Um, like I did eat healthy for like the rest of the weekend just to like prepare my body for it,
Yeah.
but I managed to survive more or less intact ish.
Yeah, I didn't really go crazy on the food, just the ice cream sandwich, and then I just had the Japanese
Oh yeah, the
burger
squishy ramen.
squished
It's like
with
the smash burger
ramen
with like the soft ramen
instead
patties
of
instead of
buns.
buns. Yeah, yeah, that shit is actually
Yeah,
really good. Which brings me to my next point. You should never buy the novelty food for novelty's sake. Like don't do it. Don't give them money. Like ramen patties for a burger, that's a fine novelty because you can imagine it tasting fine. Like the novelty food should be like unhealthy in like an extraordinary way instead of weird. Like the fucking flamin' hot Cheetos smash burger, like something you would regret under normal circumstances eating, but fuck it, it's the X.
yeah.
So yeah, like eat that, but like don't eat the ketchup and mustard ice cream. Don't do it. Just
Mac and cheese drink.
yeah, that one is the worst one. That okay, that gets the dishonorable mention of the grossest thing. Like I just mac and cheese lemonade is not. That's not a creative combination. There's no way those flavors complement each other. No, mustard
Don't waste
like
your time.
savory ice cream kind of could see like entirely because like I guess it's dairy like savory salty ice cream like would just be like cold cheese. I guess like I'm guessing like it'd just be like eating a big thing of fucking cream cheese, which is kind of gross on its own. Actually,
Yeah.
that's actually making me hate ice cream. That's a that's a big achievement. Like they made me like overthink ice cream, and now it's gross. So thank you, CNE.
You've done your
So yeah,
job.
don't do that. Uh, don't buy Tang suits from the CNE.
What
Not
suits?
because Tang suits like the Tang jacket. It's it's like a piece of silk Chinese formal
Oh,
wear.
okay.
Like I don't know how else to describe it. Like imagine like a formal silk Chinese jacket.
Got it.
Yeah. So like I was gonna buy one. All right, I think it's also called a Tang Shuang. Zhuang? Tang Zhuang? I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, so the Tang suit, it looks good, but don't buy it from the CNE because they don't have your size. I promise you, they don't have your size. The closest thing I saw to my size was a quadruple XL, and that's like so many X's. It's like deeply insulting.
What do you mean? You'll grow into
Like
it.
no, like I was no, like I was too big. I was too big for it. I was too big for the quadruple XL, man. And I'm not like a huge guy. Like I'm like in American sizes. I wear like a size large T-shirt, but I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not a fucking quadruple XL. That's just rude. Calling like creating a size quadruple XL is extremely rude. Like that's no. Like
Yeah. Take that, fat people.
well, it's too much. It's too much. Like you could call me large, that's fine. Calling me like XXXXXX large, like that's fucking rude, man. That's it's too much. You know, I look if I was like a quadruple XL, I should not be able to walk or something. Like it's not reflective of
But the C&E would be the best place for you.
yeah. So yeah, if you're like average sized, you're probably not going to find a Tang suit that you can fit. You know, if you were planning on buying a Tang suit at the CNE.
But if you're on the heavier side, it's a place to go.
No. Other way around. Because like, if you're like, man, fuck you, you're taking their side. No, that's not cool.
Trying to give them business.
If you're below average by North American standards, you will be fine. But if you're anywhere close to average, you will not be fine. You will not find a Tang suit. It's not going to happen. Yeah, so don't buy those. Oh, the mac and cheese lemonade has lowered my standards and made me think that pickle lemonade is not so bad by comparison because pickles can
That
be
sounds just as bad.
okay. Counterpoint: pickles can be sweet. So basically, what you're doing is like instead of eating two things that don't go together, you're basically just eating like the sweet pickles. What shit? What do you call those? Are those what are gherkins sweet pickles?
You're a gherkin.
Yeah. Oh, I guess they call them bread and butter pickles. But yeah. Anyway, the point is, oh, and yum yums, as Bix call them. But so sweet pickles exist. It's not the craziest thing in the world. Like they're like pickled in sugar instead of salt brine or vinegar. Um, so it's not the crazy. Sweet pickles are not an insane thing. So you know it's basically just sweet cucumber water, unfortunately with dill. Yeah, the bar has been lowered, and you know what, pickle juice, you are sort of forgiven. You go on any of the rides?
I did not. I mean, I usually don't go on the rides, but yeah, the lift ride, which had a crazy lineup to go on, which was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So I feel like the scale of the X has either something's gone wrong where like the scale of the X has not like matched like gone up to match the population growth of the GTA. Like something has gone horribly wrong because like you literally just can't fucking walk in the area around the rides. Like it's just not possible. So yeah, don't buy the ride pass because you're literally never gonna go. Like you're not gonna get through those lines that many times that it's going to be worth it to buy a ride pass, especially not on a weekend. Like maybe a Wednesday night, but it's just it's not going to happen, man. You are fucked.
Also, bring your own water if you can, because it gets really hot and that shit's expensive. And you don't want to end up on a stretcher like I saw someone.
Oh shit, that's pretty fucked up. It wasn't even like it was hot the day we went. Like it was probably like 28 or something, but it wasn't like dangerous.
Right, but if you're like walking around for like 3 hours under the sun and like
Yeah, no, fair enough. Oh, dude, that. Oh yeah. So how do you have like amusement parks in the American South? Like, how does that work? Because like Canada doesn't get like crazy hot, but like the American South, like I'm looking at you, Houston, gets like dangerous hot. Like it gets like 40 degrees plus humidity. Like there is no way in hell that you can like safely be in like a Wonderland style ride or like ride line for like an hour and not just fucking die. Like there's no way that's safe. I don't know how that's even possible. So yeah, if you're from Texas, let me know if you just like die or like they have air conditioned lines or something like that, or I don't know.
how would
Like
that work? They wouldn't have that.
I don't know. You just be like, I'm just imagining you like go into like a warehouse while you wait in line, and you get like air conditioned like a pig until you get in. I don't know. It's just like because like waiting in line in summer is like it's definitely not safe. Like and like I'm pretty sure Six Flags is from Texas, so like Six Flags, I mean, I assume must do something. Like, what with how lawsuits are in the US. I don't know. I feel like Six Flags must do something. Unless it's like, I don't know, do people just go to the water park or
Maybe, or maybe they have some like indoor
yeah, maybe. I
areas.
don't know. Like cuz like I'm looking at pictures of Six Flags and I'm not seeing like big ass lines, but I'm also not seeing like an air conditioned like safety area, which like I that is the only way you could get me to wait in line for a roller coaster in Texas in the summer. Like I just wouldn't do it otherwise. I'd go in the winter maybe, but like there's no
Yeah.
fucking way I'd do that otherwise. It's not happening. It's not happening. So yeah, similar case. Yeah, so like if Toronto gets like any more people, like there's just no way you'll even be able to move in the X. So like they need to make like the X bigger. They need to like buy a second version of every ride and like eat into like Ontario
I mean,
Place.
I feel like it was just overly crowded because it's back.
I mean that could be the case, but I don't want to risk this happening again next year. Plus like, you know, people keep moving to the city and like no hate, no hate. I am a transplant to Toronto myself. You also have the right to move to Toronto. However, we need a bigger CNE. So we need to like the CNE grounds needs to like either like annex Ontario Place or annex Liberty Village. I don't know. I think I like the Sinisphere, so I think Liberty Village needs to be demolished to make way for more CNE rides. It's really the
I
only way.
mean, there also needs to be a better way to get there because we tried like the express bus instead of like a streetcar and didn't get us there
Oh, okay.
faster.
So here's the secret. So there's many options to get to the CNE. So I assume you went to Union Station and took an express bus from Union to Exhibition
No, we went from
from
Bathurst
Bathurst. Wait, so there's an express bus from Bathurst?
and a streetcar that goes to the
Wait, so
X.
okay, so sorry, run me through how you got there. You took like
If you go to Bathurst Station, you can
Bathurst
either
subway
take the
station.
streetcar or a bus.
Okay, and there's an express bus that goes from Bathurst subway station to the CNE.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you can do that, or you can go to Union Station and take the streetcar, or you can go to Union Station and take the GO train to Exhibition Go, which will cost you money. Or you can do the genius thing, which is what I did, and take the bus down Dufferin. For some reason, everyone takes the Bathurst streetcar. No one takes the Dufferin bus. So, like, take the subway to Dufferin Station and take the bus south.
That's also crowded though, isn't it?
No, it was fine. I was fine. Like,
Oh,
it wasn't like standing room only. Like, it was like a regular bus, like a regular busy-ish bus. Yeah, take the Dufferin bus. Or wait, no, don't take the Dufferin bus. That's mine.
I've taken that before, but I mean sometimes it's crowded.
It's like the fastest way to get from my house. So it's like I could have taken the streetcar or the subway down, but like Union Station's just so fucking miserable at this time of year because like you have Fan Expo and it's still baseball season, so like like Saturday was just a shit show because you had like Blue Jays fans going to the Sky Dome, you had fucking nerds going to see Elijah Wood at the Metro Toronto
Metro.
Convention Center, and you had rednecks and white trash like myself going to the CNE. So it's a lot.
Pick
They
your
need that
poison.
fucking downtown relief line like 10 years ago. But yeah, no, it's a pain in the ass. The real answer is we just need like a direct subway connection or some shit. Like that's how we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't the new subway? Luckily, the Ontario line will start at Ontario Place. Wait, let me just make sure that's right because they keep changing that.
He's making shit up.
I'm not making shit up. Go watch RM Transit. He talks about it. Yeah. So or okay, it doesn't go to Ontario Place. It goes to Exhibition. So it starts at which that's even better. So it starts at Exhibition, goes to King and Bathurst, Queen and Spadina, then goes to Osgood, Queen, blah 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 blah. Goes to Pape, and then goes to fucking Science Center. So yeah, good shit. Not going to happen for 10 years, if that. But, might be nice once it happens. So, yeah. And one more overcrowded way to get to the fucking CNE. I bet you, like, in 10 years, like, the population will have gone up enough that, or even then, like, it's still going to be everything is going to be too crowded to get to the scene.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better.
Yeah, no, it's never going to get better. Take the Dufferin bus will always be the best way to get there.
Now that's gonna be crowded.
No one is going to listen to me. Everyone's going to say no.
You blew it up.
No one listens to my advice. If they listen to my advice, they would have made the downtown relief line a decade ago. But they don't, and so no one's going to take the Dufferin bus. So I'm just going to keep taking the Dufferin bus.
Nice.
Dufferin bus. Yeah. So yeah, no, that's yeah, it's kind of weird that there's no subway there. Like there's like a million other transit options to go there, but there's no subway. It's kind of funny how like Liberty Village doesn't really have a subway. Weird, but yeah. What are you gonna do? Don't go to the plant show. There's like a plant competition. It's remarkably underwhelming.
Or the kids' animal farm because it really stings.
Oh yeah. The kids' animal farm is bullshit. Okay, so first of all, the kids' animal farm is bullshit because there's no chickens this year. I guess to prevent bird flu or some shit, or like prevent like COVID crossing over into them. I don't know. So
Is that why you would go?
My wife loves chicken, so she was disappointed. But she wants to get chickens. I really don't because chickens will give me bird flu. But
Nice.
and also they smell.
Yep.
And also like they're going to be a lot of work just to eat them. Like chickens are like the cheapest meat I think that exists, other than like bullshit ass fish. But yeah, no, there's no way like raising my own chickens is worth it when I can go like get like a bucket of deep fried chicken for like substantially less money than it costs to feed them myself.
Nice.
Yeah, so have you ever noticed like the farm exhibit is like farm industry propaganda for like trying to tell you like, hey kids, eat meat, it's okay. And like it
I
like,
didn't go.
oh yeah, of course you didn't go in because it smells, but I had to go in. And everything's like, oh yeah, beef is great, and so is and pork is low fat, and chicken is healthy. Like it's just and turkey. Like it's very weird. It's like anti-vegan counter propaganda. It's interesting.
Nice, but then they have the live
Yeah,
animals.
yeah, like there's like which is yeah, mixed messaging. Like it's like, "Oh, look how cute these are. Eat them." Which like to be clear, I'm not a vegan. I think all animals are equally delicious. I'm non-discriminating. I will eat a kangaroo. I will eat ostriches. I don't even particularly understand the prejudice against eating dogs. Other than the fact that they're carnivores and that's not very efficient. But like horses, uh, like remember a while back, people were making a big deal about how all these like packaged food had secret horse meat in it, and I was like, I don't think that's a big deal. I think eating horses is fine. There's no reason to think that eating cows is okay, but eating horses isn't.
The more horse, the better for you.
Honestly, horses are pretty muscular. They're probably leaner than cows, but at the same time, they're probably tougher. Like I don't know. I've never. I'm sure I've eaten horse, but like I don't like have a specific memory of eating horse, so I'm kind of making a lot of assumptions here. But yeah,
Nice.
no, the I'm sure horse tastes fine. But
You should be the spokesperson for PETA.
no, I should be like I'm sure there's some kind of like I'm sure there's still too many horses in the world like left over from like when we used to ride horses, and I'm sure they couldn't sell them all to the glue factory. So I'm sure there's some industrial farmer out there who wants us to eat horses. And but so
Just gotta wait, find a way to market it.
if there's I will be a sponsor for eating horses.
Sponsor our podcast, horse companies.
Fuck horses. I will eat them like any other meat. I'll make horse burgers. It'll be great. Yeah, yeah. I will 100% eat horses. I don't know why you wouldn't. They're like farm animals. And you like shoot them when they have broken legs and shit. Like you should eat horses. It's the only humane thing to do. Yeah.
From the
The
C&E farm to
I really
horses.
went off on a tangent there, but you should eat more horse than turkey. Yes, the C&E farm. Yeah, it's very strange. Like, did you have like the dairy lobby like come to your class when you were a kid, like telling you to like drink milk?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Like, because like, look, I love cheese and everything, and I love my cream based desserts, my creme brulee, my flan. So I'm fine with you existing and everything, but that it's very weird that the school just lets the dairy lobby come in and just like tell kids to eat unhealthy. It's really funny. Like, no wonder everyone's so obese. Like, they let the fucking dairy lobby come in and brainwash us into like drinking milk, which is that's fucked.
I mean, they probably paid for a lot of the stuff in schools.
And like everyone's lactose intolerant. Like, well, not everyone, but like the majority of people on Earth are lactose intolerant. Like most Asian people are lactose intolerant, and like it's just Northern Europeans and like Central Asians and probably some other people who can like digest dairy. So it's like it's clear it's not good for most people.
Just hide it in ice cream.
Does that work?
I mean, it tastes good.
Fair enough. Okay, so like, yeah, I was right. So like, it's like Northern Europeans, the French, Eastern Europeans, and Central Asians who can digest milk, and like basically no one else. And to like some extent, like actually, I can't tell what color that is. Yeah, so yeah, Northern Europeans, Central Asians, and very. It's shocking how little of the world's population can digest dairy. It's interesting. Yeah, I was very shocked to learn that more of the population, more of the world is lactose intolerant than not lactose intolerant. So if anyone out there feels bad for being lactose intolerant, you're the normies.
Normies.
Like everyone else drinking cow's titty milk, they're the weird ones. Yeah. So yeah, no, the farm thing is like it's like weird farm industry propaganda, which like is cool. You're allowed to do that. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's certainly like an agenda there, like specific to like particular segments of the agricultural industry. Oh, and there's they're also like saying like, oh, not like we're all family owned, and like there's no such like corporate industrial farms are rare, and that sort of thing.
You got paid.
Yeah, look, having said all that, my biggest beef with it all is that it smells and it's indoors for some reason. I feel like the animals could be held outside. That just seems easier.
That would also make things worse.
What do you mean?
All that hot shit in the boiling sun.
Oh, so you're saying like the building is to protect the rest of the CNE from the animals?
Yeah.
But like I'm sure that is like ventilated out. Like the building has to be ventilated. So it's not like the building's ventilation is going to be filtering much of the shit smell. I think it's just ultimately not very many animals. So like I think it would be better if it was outside.
But maybe also to prevent the animals from running away and causing like a Jumanji situation.
Oh no, I'm not saying no fences. I'm just saying like no roof. Have it be like open air ish. I think that would be better.
Yeah.
I would certainly find that more tolerable.
Should work for the CNE.
Yeah, maybe. Then I'd just be employed 2 weeks out of the year.
If there's no pandemic.
Yes, if there's no pandemic. Which, there may be, like, I don't know. With the monkeypox thing, I don't think... Because, like, monkeypox is spread largely through skin-to-skin contact. It's
fluids.
At least, yeah. It's not necessarily as easily transmissible as airborne. So I don't think it's going to be as significant as COVID. Not that it's like not that it's not serious, like, but it's not going to cause like the mass like social upheaval of everyone being locked away for fucking months at a time. Like I don't think it's going to come to that. But it could still it's still fucked up and it looks painful as shit. So
yeah.
So we should still do something about it. But like I don't think we're gonna have lockdowns for monkeypox.
Yeah.
Apparently it's from rats and not from
monkeys.
Which does that make you feel better? It doesn't make me feel better.
Monkeypox has a better feel to it than rat pox.
Like rat pox, like you would want rat pox less.
It rolls off the tongue easier.
Oh, okay. That's really the most important part of a disease.
It's true. I mean, that's why they called it COVID-19.
As opposed to
the longer name of it.
Oh, what is the long coronavirus? What the fuck does COVID actually stand for? How the fuck have I like been through this coronavirus disease? Oh, no, that's not that much longer. Okay, never mind. Look, it was always better to just call it Rona, like the hardware store. Rona was the superior name for COVID, I guess. Yeah. Is COVID over now? It like when I was there, it felt like COVID was
I
over.
don't think so, but like people just want to get along with their lives like
Yeah,
they
and
used
I
to.
don't mean
So
over as in like physically over. Like
it
yeah,
just
like I mean
disappeared.
over as
Yeah.
in like not in the cultural consciousness anymore.
Yeah. I feel like the majority doesn't think so, but it's still like for some people, it's
Yeah,
still there.
yeah. Totally unrelated, but well, somewhat related. But besides me, also 100% gonna get COVID from going to the CNE. Um, yeah, just
Yeah.
like it could like I said, it could not be more crowded around the rides. But the last thing to maybe not the last thing. We'll see. Another thing to be wary of, don't buy the fucking pineapple drinks like drinking from a pineapple. It is not worth it. Um because the pineapple is warm. Like it looks very
Gross.
refreshing. I know. It looks very refreshing to be able to drink from a pineapple, and I always wanted to do it. And again, I did it this year. Um, but the pineapples are like not refrigerated or whatever, which I guess is normal. But they're kind of like laying out in the hot heat all day, and they're warm, so they're like the drink is kind of disgusting.
Nice. Lukewarm beverage.
Yeah, like have you ever had lukewarm pineapple or like lukewarm pineapple juice?
No.
It is not at all refreshing. Like if they ground some ice with it or something, that'd be nice. But like, no, that was not a pleasant experience. It that was the worst $12 I ever spent.
It's good to know.
Yeah, so yeah, stick to deep fried food that's cheap and stick to drinks with ice in it when you're at the CNE. Don't let the novelty fool you. But I guess like if you don't go for the novelty, then there's not really a point of going to the CNE. So I get that, but maybe don't go to the CNE.
It does get expensive, especially if like you're on a date. I wouldn't suggest going to the X on a date.
Yeah, where do you sit down? Like when are you going to be
Super
alone?
crowded and loud, and it can be very expensive.
Yes, but you could bond by staying in line for the fucking chairlift for an hour
Or
together.
just get really annoyed that you're stuck with that person.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. That could be like a test. Like,
Test of annoyance.
like no, like a test. Can you survive together? Are you going to be a good couple? Because it's. Are you going to be able to survive being in a line together for fucking 2 hours in the hot sun?
Yeah, but
Can you do
I think the
it?
best thing for me at least was watching all the couples and like all the guys like ego trip over all the games and like trying to win a prize for their date.
Oh yeah, never let.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then just like they would constantly just overpay and the carnies would love them because they would just have their ego trip and not want to be embarrassed but then lose all their money.
they're the whales. Said
It's so funny to watch.
never let your date like emotionally blackmail you into gambling. Like offer to buy them the stuffy later on. Like just be like, I will buy you a giant fucking Pikachu off Amazon.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm. I am definitely not going to be able to like throw baseballs at these
Because it's
plates
rigged.
for because it's rigged. I mean, look, some people are okay, but like odds are you are not one
It's
of
always
them.
also funny when you see like two couples like hanging out and like one couple has a prize and the other one doesn't, and the dude's like, "Fuck, I need to win one of these."
I need to up my game. I'm not a real man
You can
unless
see
I
it on their
win a
faces.
giant
It's
Squirtle.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's funny. So yeah, don't let stay strong, kings. Don't let ego make you lose all your money. The carnies,
They will rob you.
yes, carnies will rob you. Don't let them. Fucking, fucking carnies, making me feel bad about myself and making me gamble.
Yeah, making
Uh,
you feel embarrassed.
yes. So yeah, or yeah, or just yeah, don't go to the CNE on a date. That also
Yep,
works. Oh yeah, buy the Squirtle off Amazon and then bring it to her later and be
that
like,
always
"Oh
works.
hey, I won this for you."
Yeah,
They won't know. They probably will know, but who cares? That's much better.
you would probably spend less money on a regular date than going to the X.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, I should check my credit card bill and see how much I spent on. I did this for you people, so you would know that
What not to
what
do.
not to do. So, and what is that? Turkey legs. Turkey is never worth it under any circumstances ever. So yeah,
Or lukewarm pineapple juice.
yeah, lukewarm pineapple juice not ideal, not ideal at all. Probably just go to Mexico instead. Like and that'd be good, and eat cheap food there. That'd be less expensive than going to the X. I'm making hyperbole. The cat show was pretty good. They had some cool
Cat
cats.
show?
Yeah, they had a cat show. It's really weird. Cat shows are like less intense than dog shows. Dog shows are like, oh man, this fucking border collie can do my taxes and shit.
That's weird.
But like cat shows are like, man, look at this cat. He's perfect. 10th place. Like apparently there's like a whole like criteria for like you know how good looking the cat is. It's like, oh, it's got to be like symmetrical. Its tail needs to be this long in proportion to its body.
We're
Uh,
objectifying cats now.
yeah, no, it's very strange. I gotta say, I never really thought to judge cats in such a manner, but yeah, that seems to be how it's going. So, yeah, they're cool cats. Like there's like one like there's cats that are like big,
Right.
like bigger than a regular cat.
GMO
So
cats.
yeah, yeah, got your good quality GMO cats.
Only at the X.
That's hilarious. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're like I don't know. They're special like fancy breeds of cats, like
I
I
wouldn't
don't know what
know.
do you call them, like Russian blues, and I don't know cats, but
Clearly.
they were interesting looking. They had like weird ears and weird faces and shit. One of them just kind of looked like a scarf, and I think that the scarfy one won. So it's one called a Burmese. They're interesting looking cats. I don't really like. Yeah, I don't know them, but my wife found a cat that looked exactly like her cat. Like both the cats have like fucking Hitler mustaches. I don't really like it, but
She does.
she
Nice.
likes it. I know I can't trust any creature with a Hitler mustache. I don't know what it's up to. What are they doing? Yeah. Oh, they didn't have like cheap. Do they normally have like cheap big screen TVs at the X, or am I crazy? Am I tripping?
Where would you get that?
Like at that you know the building with like the clothes and shit and the hot
Oh, like the
tubs?
international area.
Yeah, yeah, that place. Like do they have
I don't know. I've never seen TVs, just like clothing and like accessories.
oh. I think I just want a TV, so it's just like, oh, I will be able to buy a TV at the X.
And then lug it around in all that huge crowd.
No, but they have like knickknacks and shit. Yeah, how would you even like? Okay, never mind. Okay, but like buying a hot tub at the X, like forget a TV because that might not even be a thing. But like buying a hot tub at the X is like insane, and apparently people do it. Like they're just like, man, you know what? Like being around all these people is making me think of hot baths. I need that in my life.
And then they get in and they're like, this could be good in my house.
Yeah, and and just impulse buy a hot tub and take it back on the fucking crowded subway to their house.
No, they don't take it
I know.
back. They get it delivered.
I know. But it's pretty funny. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't buy a hot tub at the X. Don't do that. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. That's all I have to say about the X, people.
Yeah, same for
Yeah,
me. Do's and
do's and
don'ts.
don'ts. Just the takeaway is like this is just a really long-winded way of saying don't buy the turkey leg. Just don't.
Or the ride pass.
Or the ride. Don't buy the ride pass because you will never get on enough rides to justify the existence of the ride pass.
Go to the X or don't.
Probably
we don't
don't.
care.
I would say don't.
But what we do care is check us out everywhere, social media, YouTube, we're everywhere at all at once. You know that movie.
Yeah, we are the everything bagel.
Yeah.
The black hole of everything that is the internet. It's an allegory for the internet.
Culturally diverse.
Allegory.
Yep. We're for everyone.
Yeah. Hashtag Nike.
Just do it.